distinguished guests, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, friends, in pursuing sustainable development, magandang umaga po. Good morning po. You know, whenever I am in Cebu, I always being reminded of the important personalities from Cebu. To mention a few, our President, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, whenever he wants to recharge from political arena, he would go to Cebu. And we have our former Secretary, Elisea Bebet Gozon, she hails from Cebu also. Our former EMB Director, Leonas, is also from Cebu. And not to mention, of course, all of you, I hope, you know this person, Tony Oposa, is also from Cebu. So this only shows that people from Cebu are very aware and involved when it comes to environment. We are here today to address one of the most pressing environmental concerns in our country, our waste management problem. Population and economic growth result in increased utilization of resources. And with this is a corresponding increase in the amount of waste generated. We therefore have to find ways to manage our waste to prevent or minimize risks to the environment and human health. If we take a look in Metro Manila alone, it is estimated that the per capita waste production daily is 0.5 kilogram. This means that for every person living in the metropolis, whether it's a male or a female, generates half a kilo of waste daily. With an estimated population in Metro Manila of 10.5 million, total waste generated in Metro Manila alone could run up to 5,250 metric tons per day. The problem here is that out of this garbage generated, only 73% of this garbage are collected by dump trucks hired by our local government units. The remaining 23% are left behind, and some of these end up in canals, vacant facilities, rivers, or elsewhere. Perhaps the most important reason why we have to act now on the worsening solid waste problem is the impact on human health. Health is our basic human right. We all deserve to live in a cleaner environment. We all desire for a healthy family, healthy neighborhood, a healthy nation for our own sake and for the sake of our future generations. But who can do solid waste management? Whose responsibility is this? The answer to these questions are, we can do solid waste management. And the responsibility is certainly ours. The pronoun we here does not refer only to government, but only to the community, but also to the community, the corporate world, and the every other stakeholders as well. All of us share a common concern and responsibility. As part of the problem, because we produce waste ourselves, we can also be part of the solution by reducing our contribution to the waste problem. And how do we realize this? A shared vision, goal, determination are essential. Republic Act number 9003, or otherwise known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, provides for the legal framework for the country's systematic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management program that shall ensure protection of public health and environment. It is worthy to note that many of our cities and municipalities have been awarded the Gawad ng Pangulo Clean and Green Award, which only proves that our waste management problem is indeed comes with a solution. Many of these cities and municipalities have also been recognized internationally. As it is LGU's responsibility for proper waste disposal, waste management for the source is everyone's responsibility. Republic Act number 6969, or otherwise known as Toxic Substances and Hazardous and Nuclear Waste Act Control Act, mandates the control and management of import, manufacture, process, distribution, use, transport, treatment, and disposal of toxic substances and hazardous waste in the country. While we encourage industries to adopt cleaner production and environment management system to minimize waste generation, there is and will always be some waste generated. Some manufacturing processes generate hazardous waste that have to be carefully handled, transported, treated, and disposed of safely. For the record and for the information of everybody, As of 2005, a total of 5,051 hazardous waste generators have been registered with the EMB. And as of August 2007, 167 transporters and 75 treatment, storage, and disposal facilities have been recognized by EMB. We heard of news concerning hazardous waste being dumped in rivers, buried underground, and incidents of chemical emergencies around the country. And in response to this, we are now in the process of amending our procedural manual for hazardous waste management and finalizing the online manifest system to better monitor the movements of hazardous waste. This will be discussed in the next few hours, including an overview of the principles of chemical emergency preparedness. We recognize that the challenges ahead of us are formidable, may be difficult, but we believe that individuals, groups engaged in businesses, owners, industries must realize and learn to accept the fact that we have the responsibility and accountability for the state of our environment. We do not and should not expect that we will all agree on all environmental issues. But at the end of the day, what matters most is that we are all acting together for the good and betterment of our citizens, our people. Together, we can all make a difference. In conclusion, we would like to commend again the efforts of the EMB Region 7, the DNR, headed by our able Regional Executive Director, our RD, Regional Director, Alan Aranques, and the Cebu Link Management Service for organizing this summit. The two-day summit aims to create awareness, promote education, enable capacity building, and foster public and private partnership in creating sustainable solutions for the solid and hazardous waste management problem in the Philippines. We just hope that we will have a fruitful and productive discussion during the summit. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po tayong lahat.